Hello, hello. If everyone is okay. Hey, can you guys hear me? Yeah. Hey, cool. Hey, I've heard you guys were sore last week before doing handstands with the knees on Thursday. I promise you guys are gonna uh, get used to it. Promise. Promise. Okay, let's start then. You can start standing up. Start with your head. The usual look up, look down. Nice. Then drop your head side by side. Good. Start to circle your head to the right, really slowly, gently. Nice. At the bottom, reverse, circle to the other way. Uh, One more. Then stop. Make sure you're not dizzy when you stop. Nice. Start to circle your shoulders back. Big, oh, cat. Big, big circles. Why? I've never seen this cat before, Belinda. Straight your arm all the way up and down. Aw. Keep going. Make sure your elbows are locked. And then at the bottom, you're going to reverse, do the other way. Nice. Good. One more. Nice. At the bottom, just the shoulders. Nice. And then stop. Give it a wiggle. Hands on your thighs. Side bend. Start to stretch. Open your chest. Drop your hips side by side. Nice. If you want to bring your arm overhead, feel free to do it. Good. Nice. Then stop when you're even. Nice. Hands together. Start to circle your wrist one way. Circle to the other way. Nice. Roller coaster up and down. Wave. Change to the other way. Nice. Then release. Give it another wiggle. Nice. We're going to come back to it soon. Slide your feet apart. Put your hands on top of your knees. Find the bottom of your squat. Put the weight on your hands. Nice. You're going to look over one shoulder, twist. Good. You can slide your feet a little bit more, Luisa, apart to have more space. Nice. Do like 3 times each way in your own pace. Good. Awesome. When you're in the center, you're gonna start to straighten your knees, point your toes forward, forward fold all the way down, relax your neck, relax your head, relax your shoulders, relax everything. Nice. From here, you can start to rock your hips side by side slowly. So rock to one way and to the other way. If you want to bend one knee and extend the other one. Also good. Nice. Cool. Then from here, stop in the center, grab your elbows, and then swing side by side, just your torso, your hips stay still. Nice. Good. Nice. Then relax your arms, come back to the center. Put your right hand on the floor, left hand up. Twist, look to the ceiling. Change to the other way. Nice. One more each way. And last one. Nice. Cool. Then from here, you're gonna relax, slightly bend your knees and roll one verb at a time, all the way up. Cool. From here, we're gonna do 10 reps. I wanna see two different things. The first one, gonna be 10. Tuck your pelvis, hand overhead. Look through your hands. You're gonna push tall and relax 10 times. Try to push as high as you can before you drop. After 10, what I want to see, you're going to keep this shape. You're going to start to rotate your arm, internal rotate your shoulders. Try to touch your hands behind. Then do the other way, bring all the way up. Also 10 times. Okay? Nothing changes. You keep your core engaged. Nice. So first the push and then the rotation. 10 and 10. Look to the ceiling. Pretend you're in a handstand. Your elbows are really locked. The only move you make here is from your shoulder and your lats. Nice. Nice. Then after that, you do the down. When you start to bring your arms in the letter T, you rotate your shoulder in, then you bend your arms, then rotate your shoulder back and bring it up. So you focus on this. Okay? Nice. Good. After your shoulders burn, you can give it a wiggle, relax. Nice. Stay there. Last thing, but now for your wrists. You're gonna bring both of your arms in front of you. You're gonna push. So think about rounding your back. In this position, I want 10. So with your wrists, pulls down, 10, pulls up, and 10 rotations forward and back. Okay? Nice. Good. Make sure again, lock your elbows, round your back, push forward. Nice. Really good. Then kneel down on the floor when you're done. Nice. Find your puppy pose. Stretch your shoulders. Hips on top of your knees. Slide forward. Look to your hands. You can do a couple of cat and cows if it feels good. But I wanted to try to push your chest down. Make the stretch come mostly from your upper back. Nice. And stay low. Look to your hands. Push a little bit more if you can. Oh. Slide back up. Find your tabletop. In your tabletop, start to walk your hands different directions. How to put some weight on your hands. Nice. Cool. Then find your tabletop again. You're gonna really round your back. Think about an angry cat. So tuck your pelvis, push the floor, round your upper back. In this position, you bring your shoulders a little bit more over your wrists, 10 times, palms of your hands up, and slowly down towards the floor. Control 10 reps, palms of your hand up and down. Nice. Keep the round, keep the push. Nice. 10 reps. Nice. After 10, I wanted to do another 10, but this time it's gonna be again the fingers. I wanted to bring your shoulders forward, grip the floor, try to bring your shoulders back on top of your wrists. The movement comes from your hands. So when you do it, you're gonna be here. Nice. You're here, rounding. I'm doing this forward. I'm gripping the floor and then I'm pushing back. You're gonna feel if you're doing it correctly, you're gonna feel your upper back, like your lats and your shoulders, doing the movement that you should do. Okay, so 10 reps forward, grip the floor, try to push it back. Try to make the movement come from your shoulders. Nice. Grip the floor. Feel the control on your hands. Nice. Nice. Cool. After 10, you can give a small wiggle, you can get out of there, shake your hands like this. We're gonna come back to it though, because I want the shoulder shrugs. So just give it a little bit of this. Find your plank. And let's do 10 slowly shoulder shrugs. You're gonna make sure your shoulders are on top of your wrists. You're tucking your pelvis. Your elbows are locked. The movement comes only from your shoulders and upper back. Slowly up and down, 10 slowly reps. Next. Nice. After 10, give it another wiggle. Let's stretch your legs. Find your small V for the good mornings. If you want some blocks under your feet, you're welcome to get it. You don't need it if you don't feel like it, but it's up to you. Nice. I wanted to find a 90-degree positions in between your legs. So not super wide, not super narrow. Cool. And this position, hands overhead. You're gonna tilt your pelvis, squeeze your butt, keep your legs engaged the entire time. Bring it all the way down, squeeze your butt and bring it up for 10. Nice. 9, 8, 7. Nice. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Next one, you stay low. Squeeze your butt, don't touch the floor yet. Hold, 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 tilt your pelvis more. Open your chest, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Touch the floor, relax, passive stretch. Nice. Nice. Bring it up. One last thing. Find your frog stretch just for a second. You can drop your knee side by side. Find your frog. Let's stay there for a couple of seconds and then we're actually gonna do some handstands. Nice. Make sure your Knees are aligned with your hips. Cool. Whenever it's your frog, try to make sure your pelvis are tilt or at least neutral. Don't round your back in your frog. Try to do the other way to have a little bit more of the stretch. Nice. Good. Get out of there. Nice. Okay. So we're gonna start with some kicks to the wall. Uh, for the first round, just to warm up your shoulders. So what I wanted to think is when you kick to the wall, you're gonna double check. You're gonna try to push a little bit more high, grip with your fingers, and slowly bring yourself down. So what I want you to focus is kick, push your shoulders tall, fingers, and then when you bring it back, I want you to try to control the down. Okay? So you can touch the wall. So the wall is gonna be there for you. From here, one, push, fingers, you tuck your pelvis, bring the other leg down, try to go slowly down, touch the floor, kick back up, push tall, grip with your fingers, tuck your pelvis, slowly down. Then again, okay? You're gonna do 10 each leg. What I wanna see is when you bring your hips high enough, I want to see your shoulders doing this, and I want to see your fingers doing this. When you bring the other leg down, you're gonna keep that shape and try to make the negative slow as possible. Does it make sense? Yeah. So it's not about necessarily this time, you don't need to think too much about the balance. I wanted to think too much about this three main things I said: shoulders, grip, negative, slow. Okay. 10 each leg. Let's go. Nice. Nice, Nikki. There it is. Good job. Diane, push, fingers, one leg goes down, one leg first, and then slowly bring the other one down. Yes, nice. And then go again. Nice, Belinda. Nice, Mel. One leg down, slowly down. Nice. Mel, you can keep like the foot on the wall. Keep it there till this leg goes to like a 90 degrees, and then you bring the leg down, and this leg goes down too. It's gonna be easier. Yeah. Slowly down, Belinda. Nice. Nice. Push, tuck. Nice. Slowly down. Good job. For the slower down, I wanted to your core engaged. Nice, Nikki. Slow, 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 slow. Nice, Belinda. Beautiful. Nice. Nice. Everyone is doing great. Beautiful. Make sure you do all the reps in both sides. One leg probably is going to feel easier than the other one. That's normal. But try, do it anyways. Try your best. Nice. Last attempts, because we're gonna make this exercise a little bit harder now. But the idea is gonna be the same. Nice, Diane. Nice. Cool. So when you're done, we're gonna do the same, but a little bit harder. What does that mean? You're gonna go a little bit more far away from the wall. You're gonna kick to the wall. You're gonna try to find your float, stop in your float, and then you're gonna drop that leg and try to go lower in a slowly pace. Okay? So the reason why it's hard is because now I want you to actually try to find like 1 or 2 seconds of float before you bring the leg down. So you can go more far away from the wall if you need, but the idea is the same. Kick, push, grip. Here, I'm gonna flow off the wall, find the float, and then try to bring this leg down and slow with control. Then I kick back up, push, tap, flow off the wall, bring this leg down, and slowly bring it all the way to the floor. Okay? So this time, you're actually trying to flow off the wall in your V, and then just the leg that is towards the floor, it's gonna start to drop and slowly bring it down. Shoulders tall. Something that you're gonna probably feel is when you start to bring the leg down, your shoulders are gonna go a little bit more forward. That's correct, because I'm making you guys do kind of like a press negative. That's why I want to make it slow. Okay, so your shoulders naturally probably gonna go forward. Nice. Let's try. Nice, Diane. Good job. Go find your float. Slowly down. Good. Nice. Find your V. Then slowly down. Don't rush it. Find your V, everyone, and then drop the leg. You don't need to drop the leg before flow off the wall. You flow off the wall first and then drop your leg. Nice, Belinda. Nice. Nice. Nice, Nikki. Slowly, 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 slowly. Nice. Good job. Nice, Diane. See how you don't need the wall? Nice. Control, slow, slow, slow. Hell yeah, Diane. Beautiful, beautiful. That was great. Nice, Mel. Slow, nice. Nice. Use the same thing. You're gonna do one side and then don't forget to do the same number of reps to the other side. Take your time. Don't need to rush it. I wanted to feel like the balance. I wanted to feel the negative, like your shoulder needing to like resist there to be able to do the negative slow. Nice, Diane. Nice. Second leg, Nikki. 1, 2. Straight the leg, both. Straight both of your legs. Use momentum. Nice. Yeah, sneaky. I love that you changed the legs, but okay, I'll accept it. Do the other side. Yeah. Again, be careful. Nikki, push. It's the same. It's the same thing. It's just another leg. The same. I mean, I know it doesn't feel the same, but theoretically it is.
I know. I'm just really apprehensive because sometimes when I do it, that pulls
Hamstrings.
my hamstring. Yeah, on that
Yeah.
side. So I'm
Uh,
scared.
the leg that it's kicking you in,
The one, yes. So
the
I try
first
to keep
leg.
it bent. Yeah, the
Okay,
first leg
fair.
that goes up. I try to
Okay,
keep it bent, but
I
I'm still
accept that.
apprehensive.
It's just gonna be harder, but go for it. Try. It's harder, but yes. If you think about it, it's like stag kick. So theoretically, you can do it. Nice. Yep. Okay. Uh, nice. Now we're gonna do the same. Not the same, actually. We're gonna apply that to the center of the room. So we're gonna kick and see if it makes more sense for you guys to do this the V position without the wall. Yeah. If you're scared, you can go far away from the wall. The wall is gonna be there, but ideally you're not gonna touch the wall. Okay. Uh, and see if you feel like it, like this shoulder forward, shoulder back. Um, that's also a way to save the handstand in case you feel like I'm gonna fall. So think about this exercise we just did to apply in the center of the room. So gonna be the same. Again, you can have the wall behind you if you're scared. I just don't want you to touch the wall. Okay? But you're gonna try to find the same shape. So push, kick, push your shoulders, grip with your fingers. You're here. If it makes sense, you can try to bring the second leg. If it doesn't make sense, you stay here and try to do one more time the negative really slow. And then you go again. Okay, so now you don't have the wall. Cool. Think about the V. So second leg. It helps. Yes, there it is. Nice. Nice, Nikki. What about the shoulder push that everyone is letting their shoulders sink? So when you kick up, you need to push your shoulders, don't the other push. Tall, really tall. Nice. There it is, Nikki. Beautiful. Nice. Belinda, I need you to do this. Because you're kicking you're getting there, but the reason why you're falling is just like right away letting that happen. So keep the tension. Try to keep that. Push. There it is. Better. I still want you guys to try to do the negative slow, even if you lose the balance. Try to slowly down. Nice, Mel. Nice. Okay. Push, 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 push. Nice, Belinda. Better. Way better. Okay, sneaky, slowly down. Nice, sneaky. Good one. Nice. 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 Try to not touch the wall. Otherwise, it's the same we're doing. The wall is there, but nice. Keep the push, Diane. You're there. Push. And second leg a little bit more high. Yes. There it is. Good. The wall is there. The wall is there for you. Diane, for you, even if you get scared, touch the wall. Avoid the step forward. That's more sketchy than like do a cartwheel, if that makes sense. So try again. The wall is there. Nice, Nikki. Last attempt. Nice. 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 Awesome. Okay. Hopefully you guys did both sides, yeah? Okay. Let's do some stags. Just because I told Nikki it's been a while. Let's do some stags before we go to straddle. The stags, you guys already know I like it because you counterbalance, so you need to think about the leg that it's here is pulling you down, the leg that it's here is pulling in that direction. So you have the balance over here helping the shoulders. So let's do like stomach to back to wall first. So you're just gonna kick to the wall. Make sure you measure. You're probably gonna need to be a little bit more far away from the wall for this one. So you bring it up. Uh, both of your legs are gonna bend in a 90 degree position, hopefully. Pull here, or you're gonna stay here. Push. If it makes sense, you can take your foot off the wall and try to balance and stay. But the wall is there for you. Okay. Cool. Then you're gonna do the other side. You can bring it down. I don't need to do everything in one set. Same thing. Squeeze. Try to flow off. Touch the wall. The wall is there for you. I was too close to the wall, so like try to actually make space. Like I would say almost like a feet, like this. Nice. Sneaky. Stay, stay, stay. That was good. Try to not kick the wall also. Like this one, naturally, if you're doing it correctly, you're already stacked on top of your shoulders. So you don't need to do anything. You just like literally squeeze your butt and just flow off the wall. You don't need to kick the wall. You're already on a spot. Nice, Diane. Oh, that was good. Nice. Nice. Nice, Diane. Really good. Nice. If it makes sense, and if you did it both sides already, you can try to switch. Yeah. If the first one made more sense and you don't want to switch, just again, repeat, try to hold. Don't kick the wall, Nikki. This one, if you kick the wall, you're literally gonna fall because, like I said, you're already there. Nice, Belinda. Nice, well. Nice, Belinda. Yes. Good. Nice, Nikki. Don't kick, Nikki. Nice. Cool. For the stag specifically, the balance are gonna come mostly from your legs doing this. Wait, let me think. Your leg, it's here, it's here. Mostly from your legs doing pulling you down and forward. Then like you think about your feet. So if you're doing the stag and this foot on a wall is pulling you in that direction, it means this leg needs to come down a little bit. Does that make sense? So the balance comes from the legs doing a little bit like this. So let's say this foot is on a wall and this leg is too much up. You need to squeeze here to bring this leg more down for this leg to be able to go a little more up. Does that make sense? So for the change, you need to be doing that at the same pace. Otherwise, one of your legs are gonna pull you to the wall or the other way around. If you do too fast, the leg that is coming off, it's gonna pull you down. So try if you're trying to do the change, try to do slowly and controlled. Think about the pace of your legs. Nice, Nikki. Last attempt, because I'm gonna make it a little bit more hard. Little bit. Nice. Slow, Nikki, slow. Nice. Okay, that counts. Pace of your legs. Don't rush it. Other leg. Nice. That was almost. Was close. Okay, so now we're gonna try to do the stag and rotate your diamond. You're halfway there. I'll show. I'll demo for you guys to understand. Okay, so we did diamond last week, but we did from the straddle. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna put the camera a little bit more up because then you guys see my legs. So it's gonna be the same idea. Kick up, find your stag. You're gonna try to flow off the wall, rotate your legs, find a diamond, and bring it back. Okay? So what are you doing is the leg that it's on the wall rotates to that direction, and the leg that it's there rotate out. You're doing this. Okay? Does that make sense? Ish. Uh think a lot about your hip flexors in this one because your hip flexors are gonna be pointing here. You need to rotate to be able to do it. So you think about it like I don't know how to demo. Pretend my shoulder is my hip flexor. I'm here. I rotate out. Yeah, that's what your leg is doing, and the other leg is doing the opposite. Okay, so try. That one is a little bit more challenging, so take your time. Nice, Belinda. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You're there. Nice. Nice. Nice, Diane. Close. Nice, Nikki. Really close too. Nice, all of you. Again, that was all of you did really close. Close, smell it now. Nice. You can take a break. Nice, I am. Close. All of you. The rotation, the transition is great. It's mostly now balanced there. Don't fall. That's all. That's it. That's all I have to say. Try again and don't fall. You guys are doing correctly. And again, hopefully you're doing both sides. Because the rotation is going to be different in each hip. So do both sides. Nice, Nikki. Close. 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 Everyone is really close. Try again. I'm gonna let you guys play with it a little bit. Nice, I am. To rotate. Okay, nice. Nice, Belinda. Keep the push. Don't lose it. Nice. Okay, cool. Nice. Belinda, you're so close. What do you need? Yes, what you need to do there is just you and Diane, both of you. When you came to your diamond, you're really close. You're pretty much like almost balancing, but you're letting your knees point in that direction. So when you find your diamond, think about tucking a little bit to do this with you. Does it make sense? Because right now you guys are a little bit open with your hip. Try to tuck, squeeze a little bit more, and then you're gonna be like 100% there. Because both of you are kind of finding at the same point, and you already found your diamond. So just think about this. Try one more time or two, and we're gonna move on. Nice. Better, Diane. Closer. Yes. Cool. Nice. Okay. Nice. Let's do some straddles, but let's stretch your middle split first. So wall, let's hold like for 2 minutes. Have time. Nice. Find the wall. Make sure you're really straightening your leg. Squeeze your inner thighs, relax, and just stay there. I'm gonna hold for 2 minutes. Nice. 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 Half of it. 4 more minutes. Almost 45 more seconds. Thirty more. If you want to push your legs down with your hands, feel free to do it at the end. Nice, almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and once you get out of there, bend your knees first. Slide to one side. Nice. Good. Give your legs a wiggle. And we're gonna do some straddles. Stomach to wall. Over here. So what I want to see is gonna be your hips going a little bit more over. Okay. From here, measure, make sure you find your straddle on a wall. Bring it up. Walk. Already pushing my shoulders, gripping with my hands, my fingers start to slide towards the straddle. My hips go a little bit more over. Pay attention to your hip flexors because this is not a straddle. Even if your straddle is more here, I want you to internal rotate your hip. Push, squeeze your butt. Or you're going to stay here, or you're going to try to flow off. You can almost try to flow off one leg and then the other one. See if it makes sense. Okay. If you find the spot where your hip is pretty stacked on top of your shoulders, you just squeeze your butt a little bit. You're pretty much there already. Okay. You just need to open to like make your feet get off the wall, but it's just a little bit. So don't kick the wall ever. Pretty much like everything handstands, especially if you're learning the balance. If you kick the wall, you're gonna probably fall because you're adding momentum in something that is just like an inch or two. So try. Nice. There it is, Nikki. Good job not kicking the wall. Look how close you are. Keep the push. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Nice. Nice. There it is. Nice. Nice. Go to the floor. Squeeze your butt, Belinda. Yes. An inch, fight for it. You know where the spot already. Stay there. Squeeze your quads. Hip flexors. Stay, 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 stay. Nice. Good. Good job. Small. Squeeze. Try to fight for it. All of you kind of know already where it is. That spot where like your legs start to close and back up. That's the spot. There is the spot. Nice, Belinda. Nice. Nice. All of you, the reason why you felt that way, it's because Belinda, Nick, and Mel, the three of you, you let your shoulders go forward. Yeah, that's why it feels like I can't, and then you fall that direction. So that's another thing. You need to actually fight to keep like your shoulders open. It's a flexibility thing, of course, so we keep working on your flexibility, but also the active flexibility. So the exercise with the block that we usually do sometimes, you guys can repeat that a bunch of times and try to fold the up, because that's what we do in a handstand also. Yeah, try a little bit more, and then we're gonna try with the stag. So that's gonna be fun. I think it's the first time I'm making you guys do that. Nice, slower, Belinda. Don't hit the wall, please. I know. But it makes you guys feel better. Like all your straddles are better than before. You guys are closer, and that's why you probably like, oh, that's the spot I can't stay, and then you fall. But you guys already know where it's the spot, so you just get stronger there. Nice, nice, Belinda. Good fight. Okay, awesome, really awesome. Good job. Okay, so the last you're gonna try for the last till we're done, gonna be the stag for straddle. So we did the stag for the diamond. Now we're gonna do the stag, rotate, and try to open to straddle. So it's a little bit harder than the diamond, but you guys are gonna try because why not? So same thing. You're gonna go a little bit more far away from the wall this time. Stick to the wall. Find your stag. Push. Try to flow off the wall. So the foot on the wall. You bend, stay, and then from here you start to rotate. When you find almost like your diamond, you straight your leg and see if you can find um your straddle. A harder way to do it, if you want to try a harder way, it will be instead of a stag, a split. It's the same thing. It's harder because you're gonna split. So I'm gonna show in case anyone wants to try after the stag. You go even more far away. Nice. You find a split-ish, and then you rotate towards the straddle. This one is definitely harder, so try the stag. If it makes sense and if you want to try with your legs straight, you can. Okay? So do the stag, go towards the diamond. When you find your diamond, you try to go to your straddle from there. Nice, Diane. Really close. Nice, Nikki. Now stay in the straddle. All of you found the straddle, so that's great. That's the hard part. The rotation is the hard part. Remember to do both sides. Nice, Nikki, you're close. Finish rotating the leg on. Yes, but stay in the straddle. Keep the push. Nikki, you're doing great. And then when you find the straddle, what's happening is you do this and then you close your shoulders. So that's why right away, way down. So when you find a straddle, keep your shoulders tall. Try to fight against this instinct to like do this. Nice, Nikki. Keep the push. Or to rotate slowly. Yes, better though. There it is. See? Good job. Really good. So now you know. Try again. You guys have like what, 4 minutes? Pretty much that. We're gonna keep doing this for a little bit because this one is more challenging. It's the first time you guys are doing it. So pay attention to your rotation, legs. Keep the shoulders tall. Don't let it sink. Slowly. As I am close, a little bit slower, especially the straddle part. Don't rush it. Nice. Close, Nikki. Nice. Belinda, try to do at the same time, both legs. Yep. That's the challenge. So think about your diamond. The same thing you're doing with your diamond. So rotate. Almost in your diamond. Yes, you straight your legs, exactly, but slower. Little bit slower. So you do go towards your diamond and then you slowly start to straight your legs. Yes, Nikki, let's go. Nice. Nice attempt. Cool. Slowly, Belinda. You're doing great in your diamond. Don't rush to do your straddle. Nice. Last attempts. Nice, Nikki. Nice. Close enough. Almost there. Nice, Belinda. Yep. Yep. Good job. There it is. Okay. So bring your hands together like this. Just push one way into the other way. Nice. Now, elbows apart, same thing. Push your fingers to one way into the other way. Nice. Then release. Give it a wiggle. Good job, girls. Everyone did great today. We did harder stuff. We survived. I see really close, really, really close. We're gonna keep doing that. Maybe it's gonna help with your straddle also. Okay, good job. I'll see you Wednesday. Bye.